Hello dear students. Today we are going to learn exercise 2.2 of chapter polynomials. Here two concepts are important. Number one, relationship between zeros and coefficients. Let px equals to ax square plus bx plus c be a quadratic polynomial. We know that if degree of a polynomial is 2, then that polynomial will be quadratic polynomial, right? If it is quadratic polynomial, that means it has two zeros. Quadratic means degree 2. It means number of zeros will be 2. So here we can consider alpha and beta be two zeros. Then alpha beta two zeros and a is coefficient of x square, b is coefficient of x and c is third coefficient. Now relationship between coefficient and zeros will be alpha plus beta equals to minus b by a. This is first relation. Alpha plus beta equals to minus b by a. A, b, c are what? Coefficient. Coefficient here a, that means coefficient of x square will be considered as a. Coefficient of x will be considered as b, and third constant number will be considered as c. So alpha plus beta, that means sum of two zeros equals to minus b by a, and product of zeros, that means alpha into beta equals to c by a. Two relations will be satisfied for quadratic polynomials. Now formation of quadratic polynomial, if zeros are given, that means alpha beta if given, or alpha plus beta and alpha beta are given, then how we can write that quadratic polynomial? Px formula will be px equals to k into x square, here minus sign, minus alpha plus beta, that means sum of zeros, into x plus alpha into beta, that means product of zeros, right? Sometime in questions sum and product will be given directly, that time directly alpha plus beta and alpha beta will use. Here k is constant. After solving this type of questions, when we'll write answer, that term of k will be removed. Then whatever we'll get, that will be our required quadratic polynomial. So using these two concepts, we'll solve exercise 2.2. So some questions I am doing. Question number 1, first questions. So I'll wrap this. Question number 1, first question, read carefully that questions. In questions it is given, find zeros of quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient. That is the question. Question number 1. So first question, answer 1, first part. Let px equals to x square minus 2x minus 8. This is given quadratic polynomial. We have to find first zeros. After that we have to verify relationship between zeros and coefficient, right? Okay. So to find zeros, we'll write x square minus 2x minus 8 equals to 0, and we have to factorize this part. So here three terms, that's why we have to use a splitting middle term. In class 9 we have already learned how we can factorize this type of quadratic polynomial, right? So we'll use a splitting middle term, right? So here minus 2, using factor of 8, here 8, our coefficient of x square is 1, we'll multiply 1 and 8, we'll get 8, right? Then 8 factor we'll consider. We can take factor of 8 as 2 into 4. Using this 2 and 4, we can arrange minus 2 by adding or subtracting. So if we take plus 2 and minus 4, then what will be the result? Plus 2 minus 4 is minus 2. So using factor of 8, we have to split middle term, that is splitting middle term. So x square plus 2x minus 4x minus 8. Now we got 4 terms. Consider pairwise. This is one pair and this is second pair. Take common from first pair. X is common. So x plus 2 will get. From minus 4x and minus 8, minus 4 is common. Then minus 4 if we divide here, then x will get minus 4 here. If we divide, then we will get plus 2. These two factors should be same. Otherwise your factorations will be wrong. Equals to 0. Now from these two terms, x plus 2 is common, right? X minus 4 equals to 0. Then two factor we got. Separately both the factors we will write as 0. That means x plus 2 equals to 0 or x minus 4 equals to 0. So we are getting x equals to minus 2 and x equals to 4, right? That means value of x equals to minus 2 comma 4. Therefore zeros are minus 2 comma 4. So half part we got. Now we have to verify relationship between zeros and coefficient. So here zeros we got minus 2 and 4. I'll rub these portions. I hope everyone have understood. So I'll rub this portion for verifications. Now we have to verify. Next part is verification. Verification. So we got alpha equals to what? Minus 2. Beta equals to 4. A equals to coefficient of x square, here 1. And B equals to minus 2. And C equals to minus 8. Clear? First you write alpha, beta, A, B and C. Now two relation we got. We have to verify both the relation. So here draw one line. Alpha plus beta equals to minus B by A. This is first relation. So alpha equals to minus 2, beta equals to 4. And minus B is minus 2. So put in bracket and A is 1. Minus 2 plus 4 is 2. And minus minus plus 2. So we are getting LHS equals to RHS. First verification have done. Second verification, alpha beta equals to C by A. Put the value of alpha minus 2, put in bracket, and beta equals to 4, put in bracket, C equals to minus 8 and A is 1. So minus 8 this side, here also minus 8 we are getting. So LHS equals to RHS, right? I hope understood these verifications. First we have to find zeros of the given polynomials. And then after that we have to verify two relations, alpha plus beta equals to minus B by A and alpha beta equals to C by A. One more question I am showing. Question number 1. Question number 1. Question number 1 का fourth part. Let PU equals to 4u square plus 8u, right? Why you have to write PU? Because it is function of u. So we have to write PU. In first question it was function of x, so we wrote PX. To find zeros, 4u square plus 8u equals to 0 will write. Take common, because here are only two terms. No need to solve by splitting middle term. If 3 terms, then we'll use splitting middle term. If 2 terms, then we have to take common, or we have to use a square minus b square formula. So here 4u, take common, u plus 2 equals to 0. Then separately write 0, 4u equals to 0 and u plus 2 equals to 0. Then u equals to 0 by 4 and u equals to minus 2. So we are getting u equals to 0 and u equals to minus 2. So u equals to, we got minus 2 comma 0. So two zeros we got. Zeros are minus 2 comma 0. Now verification part also we have to do for this answer. So I hope you understood these portions are wrong. Minus 2 and 0 we got as zeros of given polynomial. Now verification. First verification, here put one line. Alpha, what is alpha? Alpha equals to, what we got? Minus, what we got? Minus 2. Beta we got 0. A is coefficient of u square, that is 4. And B is coefficient of u, that is 8. And C is third constant term. It is not here, so it will be 0. So A is 4 and coefficient of B is coefficient of u is 8, that is B, and C is 0, right? So first relation is alpha plus beta equals to minus b by a. Put the value of alpha minus 2 and beta 0 and minus b equals to 8 and value of 8 equals to minus b equals to 8 and a equals to 4. So we are getting minus 2 equals to minus 2, LHS equals to RHS, right? Verification I've done. Alpha beta equals to C by A. Alpha equals to, put in bracket, minus 2 and beta is 0, put in bracket. C is 0 by A is 4. Now if we multiply this to 0 will get, here also 0, LHS equals to RHS, right? Now question number 2, one question I am showing, other questions will be similar type. So other questions you will try writing this. Now question number 2, read questions. We have to form a quadratic polynomial whose sum of zeros and product of zeros are given. Sum of zeros and product of zeros are given. Answer to first question. Alpha plus beta equals to 1 by 4 and alpha into beta equals to minus 1. Sum of zeros equals to 1 by 4 and product of zeros equals to minus 1. Sum and products are given. If you want to write quadratic polynomial, then its formula was px equals to k into x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta, right? So k x square minus alpha plus beta value is 1 by 4, put, and alpha beta is minus 1, so minus 1 put. Here one fractional term you are getting, so take LCM and simplify it. 4 is LCM, so here x square, 4 is LCM, 4x square minus x minus 4, right? So k into x square minus 1 by 4x minus 1. Here since it is fraction, so we have to simplify first. Okay, to take LCM, 4 is LCM. Now in denominator of x square is 1. So this 4 will be multiplied here, 4x square minus 4 and 4 it will divide, then 1 into x is x. Our denominator of 1 is 1. So directly this 4 will be multiplied with 1, then minus 4 will get. This 4 bring outside, k by 4, and we are getting 4x square minus x minus 4. Now this part is not required. We'll remove this part, right? So therefore, if you write, then also you will get full marks. Don't worry about that. Px equals to 4x square minus x minus 4. This is our answer. Okay. So 2.2 other questions I'll give as assignment. You will try, and if any problem you will face, then you will clear your doubts. Thank you everyone.